Hey everybody, this is Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. Asking, can you hear me? With a little monkey. Can you guys hear me? I'll try this way too. Hey, hello Ben, can you guys hear me? Just making sure. Okay, perfect. I was like, anybody. Anybody, please. All right, let me shut this one off. Come back to that later. Where's my music? Somewhere. Who knows? All right, that's not working. I'm fine with that. Anyway, anyway, hi, it's Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics. We have a ton of fish available here. If you go to our catalog, you can see a lot of the fish that we have. If there's anything you want to see specifically, let me know. We can take a walk over there. But we do have a variety of fish. We have a ton of marine. We have corals available. We do have our coupons. We do have a lot of angelfish available. We have some discus available. The thing about our angelfish, they're locally bred. We're running a special on them. Yes, we do have salt water. But we're running a special on our angelfish this week. It's 3 for $25 at $8 each. Normally the angels are $10. But we want to move them. I have a breeder that breeds these. He has over 1,000, and we're trying to help him move a ton of fish. If you guys want something more exotic, we have our freshwater moray eel. We have 3 of these in stock. These guys are amazing fish. They love to eat tilapia fillets, but we also feed them Gulf Coast shrimp and a lot of other meaty foods. Yeah, the only saltwater fish I have this week, we're running low because I have to upgrade the entire system. We do have our clowns. We have a couple neon gobies. We have our firefish, or flame hawk. But yeah, we're working on a new fish order. I gotta see how much salt water is actually gonna be a part of that. All right, I'm gonna start some of my betas. So we have a ton of betas available. Their numbers are kind of mixed up, so I'm gonna post them on the stream, and you guys can pick them up from the screen over here. But we have this little red samurai. They're kind of young. There's some starting to pair up, but I'm not gonna call them a pair because I can't confirm that myself. But yeah, I have these guys that they've been together since they came into the shop, and I'm pretty sure they're bonded to each other. But it's a Wyoming White and a Bullet Hole Fury, and they're $80 each. And then we have Gladiator Da Vinci, And then down here we just have a bunch of mixed clouds. There's orange and mocha. But yeah, we have our red samurai half moon beta. All of our male betas start at $25. Our females start at 16. And then we have our select female betas. They're a little special. They're very nice. So they start at $20. This is one of my female selects, one of my gold, and she's $20 this week. But yeah, we'll go back to her. But yeah, she's a gold female. But what I like is the back of her tail. I kind of like that star pattern. I call it the spokes. Yeah, she's very pretty. She's full of eggs, so she's ready for breeding. We actually have a pair that's breeding inside the house right now. It's a Dumbo Platinum pair. So basically this. So we just got them to lay eggs. So I'm excited to have more of these in the shop in a few weeks. But yeah, if you're interested in this little girl, she's available. She's $20 this week. She's going to be our gold select. Oh, there's one more select female over here too. And this one has a lot more yellow on its body. It almost looks slightly transparent in the front. Let's see if we can get her to come forward. I dropped my stick. But there she is. But I do like her color. She's a lot cleaner. Her scales are silky smooth. She almost looks like she has skin. She kind of reminds me of a Hellboy, but just yellow. But if you guys are interested in this one, yeah, she's $20. She's available this week. If you want to look at some of our regular female betas, we have a ton of female betas down here. The rest of our females are $16. The cool thing about this stream is you're actually able to pick out the fish that you want. We separate them and then we ship them out on Tuesday. I'm glad to hear it. Everybody needs bigger tanks in their lives. But yeah, there's a lot of good females in this tank, in this bunch that we got last week. They've been doing really well. A lot of them are very, very eggy, very gravid. So I am going to try to go through a couple breeding cycles to see if we can start producing some betas in-house. But that is a very cute girl right there. I don't know what I would call that, like a Nemo candy. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There she is. But that's a really good-looking female beta right there. But yeah, you guys let us know where you want to start. If you want to start picking out some female betas, we can pick them out. We can put them into the separate tanks for you guys. Did I sell out of plecos? I had a bunch of plecos this week. I got one lemon blue eyes hanging out in the back over there. Good for you. Is that Mr. Wade? I'm glad. The guppy grass, it grows so well. It's such a low maintenance plant. Does good at sucking up nitrates, and it spreads like crazy. Yeah, I don't know why I can't get my music to work. Yeah, I saw you guys were doing a stream this morning, and I hopped on, but it looked like it was unstable because it was very blocky. And it said the same thing to why I'm on the Wi-Fi. I have to click that off. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, you guys want to see my baby plecos? They've been growing up really fast. Hold on, let's see. Oh, there they are. Look at that. That baby pleco's only about 2 weeks old, and he's already like a quarter inch. Oh, they're super cute. Oh, there's another one too. He's even bigger. But what we do is we leave the driftwood in there because they do eat wood. They do digest wood. So we leave that in there so they have a constant food source. But we give them algae wafers. We give them pieces of cut carrots, string beans, cucumbers, and you can see how full their little bellies are. So I'm excited. This is going to be the future of Creekwood.aquatics where we start breeding again. No fire eels, but I do have a zigzag eel, and I have the freshwater morays. No, we're trying to get the assassins in this week. I don't know what it is, but anytime that I want a particular fish or item, they never send it to me. You have the freshwater moray and the zigzag, yeah. Yeah, these guys have been great though. They eat really well. They love tilapia fillets. They eat Gulf Coast shrimp. They're just very hungry, which is good because I hear the hardest thing about these eels is trying to get them to eat in the very beginning because they're so nervous. Oh, they're over 12 inches. Yeah, you can see the back of his body right there. So he is about half as long as the 20-gallon high tank. But yeah, they absolutely love to eat. They're very food motivated, and I spend a lot of time babying them because that's what happens in the shops here in San Antonio. They do get these in, but they don't do so well because people don't spend enough time with them. And I think that's very important. I know it sounds silly, but when you spend time with your fish, when you build a bond with them, when you target feed them, they trust you a lot more, and they tend to do a lot better. I know that might sound real cheesy, but it works. It's a proven method for Creekwood Aquatics. But yeah, I'm gonna say he's over a foot. He is a good boy though with his little pharyngeal jaws. Look at that. That is so cute. We have a few baby discus available this week too. There were 60, but we're probably dropping to 50 for today. Oh, also you have the coupon. Remember, it's 10% off of the first $20. But we do have some nice discus. These guys are small, but they've been eating very well. They acclimated to the system really nice. They recognize you. They know that's where the food comes from. But yeah, our discus are really good this week. I'm enjoying them. They're coloring up really nice. When these guys came in, they were practically brown, but these are red turquoise. So you see that blue starting to pop up, the iridescent blue, but in between they're going to have that kind of red marbling. You can sort of see it starting to form. You can especially see it on those lower fins there. But when I buy discus, I look for a couple things. I look to make sure they're not heavily barred, which he has some barring because I'm creeping him out right now. So usually those bars mean that he's stressed. So right now he doesn't like the fact that I'm in his face. But I look for excessive barring, and on their heads I look for that fat layer. So you see he has that fat little forehead, and that's a good sign. When it starts to look like someone pinched them, that's not a great sign. And then when you can see their spine, like when you can see their bones sticking out, that's a terrible sign. Run from that fish. Do not buy it. Do not bring it home. You're gonna have issues. But even this one, it hasn't colored up. Still looks good. Looks nice and chubby. Hopefully that one colors up soon. Somebody's sleepy. Another cool fish that we have this week. These are for the people with the micro tanks, and we are getting a few micro fish next week. We're getting more pea puffers next week, but this week we have the chili rasabora exclamation point. There they are. So these are microfish. This is a trend that I've been seeing in the aquarium hobby. The aquarium hobby, let's be honest, it's an expensive hobby. Um, what a lot of people have been doing is they've been downsizing their tanks. They've been getting 10 gallons or lower. And these fish are perfect for small little aquariums. They're really hardy. They're coloring up. We feed these guys like crazy. And the proof is in that color, because when these guys came in, they were almost beige. They were almost clear. But we feed them a ton of Mona. We feed them Daphnia. We feed them a ton of frozen foods, uh, flakes, micro pellets, stuff like that. Being so small, I feed these fish twice a day because if I don't, they kind of lose their energy very fast. But they've been doing really well. And then we also have the green kobutai, which the cool thing about these fish is under the right lighting conditions, they do fluoresce like a neon green. Over here we have our opaline gourami. So there is, let me see, there's 3 males and 2 females. The discus, they're going to be $50 this week. With the coupon, you'll save 10% off the first $20. Yeah, they're about. Let's see. I'm gonna say he's 1.5 inch. That guy's closer to 2 inch in the back over there. He's the big boy. But yeah, I'm gonna say the majority of them, if you want to average it out, 1.5. But yeah, there's one, two, three, four in the back. We've had them for about 3 weeks now. They've been eating like little pigs. They've been holding their own in a tank full of angelfish. And for me, that's the make it or break it moment. Like when you get discus, you know whether you have a good one or you have a bad one because they go down really fast if they're bad. So this vendor, they've been doing a really good job with me. They've been sending me a lot of healthy fish, a lot of good looking fish, a lot of weird fish. So I trust them, and we should be picking up 5 more assorted discus next week. Probably on Wednesday, they should be coming in. But I'm happy. These are standard red turquoise. You can't go wrong. They're pretty much a staple discus. But again, the body condition on them, for as big as they are, fantastic. But if you're interested, let me know. If you want to buy more than one, I could probably make you a deal. I already knocked $10 off of them. I would like to move some fish today, so I can make room. So I can make room for my next order. You know what? You're gonna be so mad at me. I know you work late nights. This week we got 2 avatars that were almost completely black, and I was hoping you would pop up on the streams, but I didn't see you. Um, but when I when I do my next order, I'm gonna see if my vendor could send me another one of those black avatars. It was beautiful. It was pitch black, or it had just a few little blue speckles on it. But we'll try to get more of them. But I had an opportunity to move. I had an opportunity to move them, so I had to move them. But yeah, I will send you a DM because I know you work late, and I know it's hard for you to come onto the stream sometimes. And I still have this. I'm pretty sure this is a female. Pretty sure that's a female. But let's go back to the betas. So over here, I have this guy. He's listed as A9, but he's our pineapple beta or pineapple pastel. What I really enjoy about them is they're very unique colors. So they kind of have yellow. They're kind of purplish in the middle. And then their scales, they have those black lines in between each one of their scales, so it makes it pop out like a little pineapple. I do like their unique coloration. I do like their activity levels. These guys love to eat. They're very social with me. Every time I come into the room, they want to eat, they want to come, they want to dance for me. The fins are absolutely beautiful on this fish. All of our male betas are $25. So if you guys want to pick out a beta, we can go ahead and pick it up. They ship Monday. If they ship Monday, they should arrive by Wednesday. On Wednesday afternoon. It's a typical delivery. You see, he's waiting for some food right now. And now he's upset. I said, I will move on to one of my other favorites. This one is our Dumbo Lavender. See if we can get him to come this way. Come on, sweet pea. Yeah, I got a little bit of haze on that tank. Yeah, I got to clear that off. Got a little bit of haze on that tank. But we have another smaller Dumbo lavender over here. But yeah, I'm trying to pick. I might take this male for breeding because he did injure the back of his tail. So I might just pull him for breeding stock because he's still good for breeding. He just has to recover some of those scales. Oh, here's another pineapple. Another pineapple pastel. But yeah, out of all the betas this week, I think these guys are the most unique. So correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I don't think you're going to see a lot of betas like this one. We have them, and then we have our Dumbo Platinum, which we did get these successfully breed in the house. I really enjoy them. I think they're really classy fish. They will pop in any aquarium you pop them in. They will pop. They will be the center of attention, guaranteed. Yeah, very cute. And then here's another Dumbo Platinum. Just waiting for some blackworms. I'm trying to think what else we got this week. Stock is running low. We've been selling a lot of stuff. So I'm waiting on my Tuesday order to come in. But we do have a ton of these Odessa barbs in stock. So I don't know if you guys ever seen Odessa barbs, but they're absolutely beautiful when they get older. That's a male right in front of us. But they get a beautiful red stripe across their body, and then the top and bottom turns black. So they're a fish that really stands out. Actually, there's another male right there. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, we like sending you fish because the fish I send you, they pretty much get delivered next day. I never have to worry about them. And then we also have our baddest this week, the Scarlet Gem or the Dario, Indonesian micro predator fish. Let's see if I could zoom out a little bit. But these guys have had a surge of popularity in the past couple years. First time I heard about them was back in 2017, And ever since then, I've been seeing them everywhere. I've been seeing them in a ton of fish tanks. I've been seeing them in some of the shops locally. And the thing is, they're small right now. They get about an inch, but they're very bold fish. Like they're definitely punching above their weight class. Um, as small as they are, they will target shrimp. They will eat shrimp. They will push fish out of their territory. They are very bossy, and that's what I like about them. They're just very bossy and they're very pushy, and they're always hunting. See how they're always going between the rocks? They're always looking for something good to eat. Oh, and then we got our albino quarries. So we have albino quarries in stock this week. They're $8 this week. I think I got 10 of them. I think we got 10 available this week. Yeah, but these guys were locally bred too. No bishers. There's a couple bishers available through my new vendor in Florida. Um, I can send you the scientific names later. No, we only have the same females we saw last week. Let's go down to them. Yeah, I said this one's my favorite. This little I'm gonna call it a little Nemo, but I do like her colors, and she's very full of eggs. We got a spawn in with our Dumbo Platinums. We set them up about 2 days ago, and we finally got eggs out of the Dumbo Platinum. So we're excited about that. But yeah, Cheyenne, I will send you a message later. I'll let you know about the bishers that are in. Um, yeah, they're really cool. Cheyenne, have you seen our moray eels? We have freshwater moray eels this week in stock. They are actually moray eels. Yeah. We have three of them in stock. They're really hungry. Um, yeah, I saw they got delivered today. I was really excited. But yeah, these guys they've been doing really well. They love tilapia fillets. They love Gulf Coast shrimp. These guys do get about 3 feet. They get very long. They'll be happy full size. They'll be probably in a 125. The trick with them is keep them well fed. But they are absolutely adorable. I've been obsessed with them since they came in. We've had them for the last month, and they've been a treat. Oh, they would absolutely hunt feeder fish down. I had an accident where they ate one of my orange chromide cichlids. So ever since one of those disappeared, yeah, we no, no problem. I'm glad you enjoyed your order, and we'll see you next stream. But yeah, they love ghost shrimp too. So we toss a bunch of ghost shrimp in here. We put in about 15 ghost shrimp, and in the morning, all gone. Oh, you see that mouth? We have them up for $50 this week, but there's a 10% coupon. Yeah, and then you can see their teeth because they have teeth in the center part of their mouth, little serrated teeth that curve backwards, and then they have a pharyngeal jaw. So they have another set of teeth or another set of jaws behind their throat. So when they eat something, it comes up and it grabs it inside their throat and it pulls it deeper inside their body. It is the stuff of nightmares. They are over 12 inches. But yeah, I kind of figured, yeah, if you're into predatory fish, this is going to be your boy. You want to see him eat? All right, I'm going to set you right here. I'm going to go grab some food for him. So I've been hand feeding them. I know I'm being a little. I've been doing this for a long time. I would recommend that you get yourself a pair of tongs because they are fast, they are sneaky. But I've been feeding eels professionally for forever, so just got to be quick. All right. So the thing is, again, once I put the fish in here, he knows. There he is. They know. And then this one, yeah, this one's super excited. See, what? He's trying to come for my hand. There, he got it. He got it out of the water column. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you see, they grab their food. They're gonna thrash. They're gonna try to break it apart. Yeah, there he is. But yeah, he'll wolf that whole thing down. Yeah, let me pop him up on the stream for you. But I knew you would get a kick out of that. All right. Let's see if I can get. Oh, there he is. All right, he's pinned to the board. Freshwater moray eel, $50, $24 shipping. Congratulations. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited he's going to a good home. I know he's going to a great home. Here, I got to set you down real fast. And of course, you know, yeah, of course, you know, make sure you got yourself a secure lid. They will test, they will push. But yeah, for the most part, they just chill, they hang out, except when it's feeding time. The sad part is, I kind of want one. I know this is gonna sound really weird to you guys. I want one of these eels, but I do have to buy them for myself. I can't just take them. I can't just take all the fish inside with me, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, I've been thinking about picking one up for my inside planted system. But yeah, they are adorable. And you can see a little fish in his stomach. I'm glad though. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that fish. I'm trying to think what else we have this week. That is it for fun stuff this week. I will text you with the buy shirts that are available, and hopefully I can get some sizes on them. Uh, I know there was a large datinoid available, and I was thinking about getting the datinoid. Have you ever seen a datinoid? They're a massive tank buster. They're an Indonesian fish. Um, I can't even. Yeah, just go look it up real fast and come back. But yeah, datinoid. Um, Datnoid, datinoid, exactly like it sounds like. Um, they're a really big tank buster fish. Like usually when you see those Asian fish tanks where they have the giant red arowanas and giant stingrays, they always have like a 2 foot datinoid in there, just having the time of his life. I just saw a bunch of these babies come up, but yeah, these guys have been having babies like crazy. Oh, there's a baby right there. Yeah, they're very nice. They're pricey, but man, they get massive. They get really big. But yeah, I was thinking about bringing in a datinoid this week, and I have my list somewhere. I think it's in my kitchen. But yeah, I'll send you a list of what we got coming in. We have a ton of plants coming in. I'm sold out pretty much on all my plants. I got a couple little straggler stuff. Yeah, for the most part, plants have been selling really well. We do have some neocardinia shrimp. If anyone's looking for some neocardinia, we do have some yellows this week. We have some yellows. I believe there's a few blue in here. There's 10 blue in one of my plecos, and I believe the rest of the reds are over here. We also have a ton of Von Rio Tetra if you're looking for some filler fish. Again, remember, you get your 10%, so you get your 10% off the first $20. When we have our little Von Rios, they become very striking fish. The door scared me. That door opened up and it scared me. Whoops. Oh, yeah, check out how big they are. Now that they're out and about. Yeah, they're about as long as my forearm. We also have some ranchus in. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're so majestic. They're also very clumsy, but they're also like majestic in the same way. But yeah, we have our little fat ranchus, clumsy little guys. Yeah, we should be getting 15 ranchus next week too. 15 smaller ranchus. They'll probably be at $16. Yeah, I had a couple of Arandas here. I mean, here's an Aranda here, like a little chocolate Aranda. I think there's a few available this week, and I think there's a few 1.5 inches, and I think there's a couple 2 to 3 inch ones like this big. But if you're looking for Arandas, we can get those in on Wednesday. But I do prefer them when they're a little bit bigger like this. I mean, they are pricier, but these guys, for me, they're a little bit hardier than the smaller ones. They tend to do a little bit better, and they have a heck of an appetite. But what I like is how nosy this one is. So if I tap on the glass, he always tends to come up and see what I'm doing. So remember, you guys can always check. You guys always check the catalog and see if we have any fish available that you're interested in checking out. We do have our little marine section over here. We do have a ton of small corals. The only cichlids I have are these African right here. I've been waiting on stocking up on some bigger ones. But all of our African cichlids right now, they're young. And right now they're $8 a piece. But yeah, I'm trying to pick up there's some Cyprichromis that I want to get this week. And there's some larger peacocks that I want to bring in. Oh, that is an African jewel. So they're a West African cichlid. They do lay eggs. Males are dark red, females are brown. But we have three species. So we have the red jewel, we have the turquoise jewel, which is this one over here, and then we have the Lake Tarkana jewel cichlid over here, which these guys turn blood red when they're fully colored up. But yeah, all those fish are $8 each. So you tell me if you're interested in any, and we can write it down, and they'll be good to go. We also have a few brachardi, and then we have our Medaka. Yes, they are. Let's see. Um, I can get close because for the African, that's definitely a male. Um, that's definitely a female because females are always they're always bland in color. They yeah. So them I don't normally have to vent. That's gonna be a male. He's just trying to color up. That looks like a female. Looks like a female yellow blaze. But yeah, I'm pretty good. I can get really close to determining their sexes of the jewels. Let's see. Let's see. Well, he's going to be our boy. That's going to be a female right there. See how she's kind of brown, no color? Yeah, so we have that. We have that. And I think that's one more female right there. Yeah, that's a female. So if you want, I could put those on the board for you. Fill up your box. Okay. Let's add them in. Let's get a big picture of my male. Let me see you. And he's pooping too. So classy. So red jewel, one male, two females. So $24. I'm gonna do that, and it should take the shipping off for you since you already have the shipping on there. It should take it off. What I found out is when I take off the shipping, it takes off the shipping for everything in my shop. But they're good to go. It should get added to your cart, and if not, we will fix it. There you go. Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, you see, it took it and it didn't. It didn't. Yeah, it stayed on the same shipping. Perfect. Love it. Let me see. Click here. Sold. View. Yeah, it just did. Yeah, that's with the tax. So yeah, it only charges you shipping once. But if there's an issue, I'll fix it. I'll fix it tonight. But congratulations, you're really gonna enjoy these fish too. These guys are big and chunky, big old chunky fish. Absolutely, you can always send us photos. You can send us videos of your fish. I love to post that kind of stuff on my TikTok to show everybody enjoying the fish that they get from Creekwood Aquatics. I mean, this is a passion project. It is growing. Oh, my baby black goes. We actually got interviewed by an online magazine for entrepreneurs, so people who are starting small businesses. Um, yeah, so I have a small like magazine interview, which is really cool. It's nice to be noticed. We do work very hard to be noticed. Look at him creeping. Oh, we do have a few pea puffers. We're getting 50 pea puffers next week. But I think we have 4 pea puffers left from our last order. They're very cute, but they're vicious. I also really enjoy that female beta right there. I think she has some really pretty colors on her. Um, I can get giant females, but the way my breeder always explains it to male, and you bred them to a regular female, you would get a little ratio, like 25% giants and the rest regulars. But you have to grow them out to find out. Um, but yeah, if you're really interested in the giants, I can try to get some. I can try to get some next week. But right now, I got 30 females in that we're trying to move. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. So you can take the regular females and you can pop them in there, and you can get a few clutches out of them. Breeding them's not hard. It just takes a lot of patience. Like I had a female in with my male, and it took him 3 days to build his nest and then to grab the female. Yeah, you know, I kind of missed that little girl too. She was so cute. But we set one aside for us for breeding, so we're going to try to breed her and see if we can make some more golds. But yeah, she was a very pretty fish. I love the pattern on the back of her tail, that kind of